Hello, good evening guys. Another success stories sa isa sa mga members ng group natin. So let's all congratulate into the chat and later we will have Q&A like the usual. So congratulations, Jeaneth. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Oh my god. I just received the result just now, like 10 minutes ago.
So yes, Jeanette, we wanna hear like first paano ka nag-prepare ng exam as we can see on your wall. What you
Yes.
have lots of I think, practice materials or review materials. Okay, go, Jeanette.
I started reviewing like around on and off from June, and then I pushed myself and booked last July 19, so that I know that I have to study well and I have to study continuously. But then the regulations about COVID came, and then they canceled it, and I rebooked it to the nearest possible schedule, which is August 2. But then I was in between jobs at that time, and I had a part-time job which made me occupied and busy. So I am not ready to take the exam at that time. So I rebooked it again last. So I took the IELTS last Sunday, August 23. So yun. And I review for around more or less 1 month. Yeah. And speaking around 2 to 3 weeks, something like that. Religiously practicing speaking for like
So,
around 3 weeks.
okay. So for your preparation, how did you review for listening? Or did you review for writing and reading?
So I am the type of person that only focuses on one resources kasi it makes me focus on one source lang, and para hindi ako malito. So I studied on IELTSonlinetest.com, specifically the volume 6 of practice with answers. That one, the practice number 6. So I finished all the listening and reading around. I think I was able to finish reading 10 exams, and for listening, so I have a hard time listening, so I practice well on listening. So maybe around 12, like that, 12 practices. Doon lang sa website sa IELTSonline.com.
How about yung writing mo? Nag-ano ka ba?
Um,
Enroll ka ba ng online review?
yes, actually, I'm a member of Niners Online, but due to time difference and schedule, I am not I was not able to focus on that kasi ang hirap. Like, first class will start at 10 a.m. in Philippine time, so that's 6 a.m. here. So I was only able to use that for a few weeks around June when I was still working in the home care setting. So after that, hindi na talaga ako review sa kanila, actually. Coaching lang, I utilize their coaching, which only twice. Like at the first week of my studies, and then a day before my exam. So with the writing, I just googled the E2 language about writing and watch all their videos, took down some notes, and then that's why I come up with this, notes on my wall, so that whenever I practice writing, I can just glance on it and see the formula. But it helped me well, but I wasn't able to follow really their pattern or format because it's too detailed.
I,
So
I, I think
yeah.
you took it really religiously like an NCLEX exam because you have posted it.
For writing, because I don't know. I was so lazy to write and practice writing, and some of my friends says na don't focus on the subtest, just focus on the speaking. So that's why for me, just a guide, I put up some notes, and then at the day before my exam, I just wrote like two sets of exams for writing, and listen to the coach from Niners.
Okay. And how about your speaking? How frequent? Who are you talking with? Who's your group
Oh, with
mates?
speaking, I started with a small group with Sir Jeff and the other originals, the group that came up with this idea to make the group chat messenger, and then we became like 500 people now in the WhatsApp. At first, I spoke like around 3 times a week only, and then as the time came, I tried to practice every night. So for the last 2 to 3 weeks, religiously speaking only at night, and then sometimes like 4 5 hours Zoom just to speak English and familiarize the format of that test.
Okay. So now we will move on the actual exam. Listening, how was your experience in and
Listening,
reading?
I can say don't push yourself too hard or don't make too serious about listening, because I don't know, for me it's kind of like relax, it's 30 minutes, but the speaker is not too fast, unlike in the IELTS online, which is sometimes they speak so fast and the vocabs are very difficult to catch up. So yun, I was not also expecting of my scores with listening, but I tried to really focus, and sa part 4, dun lang medyo mahirap. Pero the rest, it's okay.
Okay. And reading, actually, that's your highest score, reading. And everyone, I think, they are also struggling with reading.
Yeah, because I don't know, I like to
You
read.
got
I love reading.
8.5.
Yes, I have a lot of books here. I have some, notes, Kindles, and then um I try to focus on the passage and look for keywords as what advised in the E2 language YouTube videos. And for the reading, I got so lucky because the third passage, it was on the IELTSonlinetest.com, so I was able to answer that ahead of time. So that's what happened. I was so sleepy during the exam because I was like able to sleep at night at that time. So I pumped my body with a lot of caffeine, and I went to Starbucks and like ordered 3 pumps of coffee. So at the last part of the reading, I was like, oh my god, my brain is so blank. I was trying to remember all my answers with that sa website. So yun, maybe that's why my score is very high, because I was able to
Practice.
remember all my answers on
Mm,
passage 3.
okay. So now, how about writing? Because you got 7 for that. I think you're qualified to go to the UK.
You, I don't know in my writing. But I can say
What's
I am
the
confident with my
questions?
answers.
Task 1 and task 2.
In task 1, the question was the line. It's a bar graph illustrating the number of civil marriages and what's the other one? I forgot the other term. In comparison with the ages of bride and bridegroom from 1942 around 2000, something like that. So you just have to compare like um, from before 1940s, the civil registry marriages was like around 2000 only, and then it shoot up at the later time, and then sa age, compare lang like couples are not marrying early or prefer to marry at the later time of the year or becoming old, something like that. And
Task
then
2.
sa task 2 was a bit okay. My question was, um, some people says that parents should focus on teaching their children about uh, physical activities more than in studies. Yeah, something like that. Sorry, guys. This is so impromptu. I was not able, to prepare my questions.
Okay.
I was planning to write them all.
Okay. Sorry for that,
So
but
yun.
because we are just excited, especially me.
Yeah.
So okay, the most awaited part is speaking. So
Oh,
who's your examiner, from what country, and then
I
what was the question?
Okay, I took my exam here in IDP Abu Dhabi. It's just nearby my place, like 5 minute taxi drive. And then my examiner was I don't know, European, tall, brown skin, curly, like Oprah Winfrey vibe, but skinny. And her name is Robinson. Yun lang alala ko apelido niya, Robinson. And she's very kind and accommodating, smiling. But it was very intimidating because you go to this small room or cubicle, and then there is a big chair, divided with a glass panel, like in a bank, and then there is a small hole in the middle, like you can put your things or the paper. And then she was wearing a face shield, and I was wearing mask. So you can fully see her face and her observations and her reactions on what you're talking about. So it was very intimidating at that time, and I tried to calm my nerves and not be nervous.
So, part one, what was your question?
Part one, like she threw me like more than 10 questions. First was, do you work or study? Is it time? Is it number important? Like, what was your favorite number? And about, what else? Basta ang dami. Okay, what has changed? What are the changes you like about your job? Something like that. And what do you prefer these changes? Something, yeah, more personal on part one. Just a lot of questions.
Okay, and your part two,
And okay, my part two, it
what
says
topic?
describe a time. Sorry.
What topic?
Topic about offering help to someone. So that's my keyword. Offered. Describe a time when you offered help to someone. Something like that. So I was not able to come up with the experience when I really helped someone at that time. So I just made up a story of how I helped my friend, offered to help him with the money because he was struggling, blah 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 blah, something like that. And you know me, I talk very fast, very very fast, and I finished answering all the sub questions, and I was like, oh my god, it's not 2 minutes yet. So I tried to fill in like, again, helping someone, like this, like that. And she always cuts me off. Yes, the examiner always cuts me off in every question, most, like all the time, all the questions.
Okay. And
Yeah.
your part three question.
In part three, as we know, it's a general topic and about, global situation, kind of like that. It still focuses on that topic about helping, but it gives you the opportunity to explain more globally, like, is it important for rich country to give help to poor country, something like that, questions like that. And okay, can you give example about that? And then I gave example about UAE. I said, you know, I remember one of my writing tasks that I submitted to my coach the day before my exam. And then, it's kind of same like thought like that. And I just focused to my original answer that I don't like to oblige or impose rich countries to help small countries because they have their own problems as well, something like that. And then she asked, can you give examples about that? And I said, UAE, because UAE is very rich country. It still suffers from COVID, and it has the problems with oil, something blah 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 blah. But still, it um, tried to help other countries, like donating, the PPEs to Philippines. So yun, naalala ko, I was able to read something like that in Facebook. And then also I was able to impart the recent event that happened in Lebanon, the explosion. So yeah, I said other nations help by giving food because the explosion happened in the port, which they stored their food. So a lot of people suffered or lack of, um, food to eat at the time. And then she asked me, is it I mean, what's the most important, or what is most valuable? I forget the term. Is it helping with money or helping with resources or materials? So I answered that I guess helping money, because they can allocate it to things that are more important, and they know what they have to do or they need. So money will be, big difference, something like that. I don't know, a lot of questions. So I I am not confident with my answer. So
Okay.
I'm like,
So
I'm just expecting
actually,
6.5.
actually, that's my next question. So, did you struggle during your speaking exam, and have you used big words and idiomatic expressions?
I struggled really, and but I tried to hide it. I tried to limit my ands. I tried to just make it conversational and just shower her with my confidence in answering. That's all. Like, bahala na, confidence na lang, gora na to, basta makasagot. And there was one time also, I can't hear her properly, and I didn't hear the full question, so I just answered whatever. Oh my goodness, my god. And then I'm sure that it's a wrong answer for that question. And also there was a time that I answered incorrectly as well. So I think part three, that for part one, she asked about, is it important to um the parents should teach their children to work, something like that. And then my answer was wrong. I related to myself, and she said, "No, children." She even put her hand like the children. Okay, okay. Oh my God, sorry, I said like that. Oh yeah, in the house, like household chores, cleaning their own room, or just helping with the laundry. And then she asked, at what age? Then I said, around school age, like 5 to 10 years old. That's fine. Something like that. So that's why I'm not confident with my
Okay.
answers, because
About big words, Jeanette,
oh,
have you
I
used?
know I
Can you still
didn't. I
remember?
was not able to
Okay.
to impart big words.
It.
I tried to memorize, atrocious, commendable, prodigious. I tried to put it in my mind, and big words such as flabbergasted, discombobulated, fascinated. Uy, nag-zoom ko.
Na-excite yung friend mo.
My friends are
Okay,
very
flatmate,
excited.
flatmate. Okay.
Yeah, they're
So,
all
yes.
excited as well.
Idioms, net, wala? Okay. So,
Idioms only,
okay.
lend a hand.
Okay, so
You know
before
this,
tayo
lend a hand.
mag-Q&A, ano na muna, tips and mga resources that you use to net.
Um,
Okay, mga tips and
resources.
resources. Although na-mention mo na very quick lang.
Resources. Okay. I'm
IELTS
a student of
online.
minors, so I have this orange book. I printed it out. I made it hardbound. And what else?
Um, YouTube
Usually
channel.
online.
Okay,
Usually
okay.
IELTS online. Ito
Okay.
language kit.
Okay.
Take down some notes, or some
Mm.
expressions. And important thing is to no, not massage, like flex your
Exercise.
mouth,
Exercise. Mouth exercise.
exercise your mouth and tongue, so that at the end of the day of the exam, you will not mumble, and you can
Mm.
pronounce words correctly. So that's
Okay.
what I did.
So, okay. Do you have any tips? Okay. Because we will go to, okay, go.
Tips in speaking, just patience, guy. Patience. Just keep on practicing. You know, I'm always on the Zoom practicing as well every night, as much as I can, and you will improve. I tell you, I promise, you will improve. Just keep on
Okay.
practicing. Take down all those comments about you, about what other people heard, or what can they say about your speaking, and try to improve as well.
Okay. So, bago tayo mag-cut, baka gusto mong pasalamatan yung mga speaking buddies. Yung
Thank
mga
you to my speaking.
sino-sino i-mention
So,
mo, baka magalit.
actually, I
Madami.
don't have really like one
Regular.
specific body, just regular, whoever just comes on in the Zoom.
Mm.
Ma'am Sober, Gracelyn, Ma'am Maylene, who else? Ma'am April, Katrina, Sir Jeff, of course, Sir Rude, who else?
Okay.
Sir Aljon, please take your exam soon.
Okay, so now, guys, pwede na kayo mag-unmute kung may question kayo, pero mag-raise muna kayo ng hand para hindi magkakasapawan. Okay, you can ask question, guys. Do you have any question for Jeaneth?
Wala akong mabasa. Wait lang.
Wala nagsasalita. Guys, may
We're almost
question?
done. Hi, guys.
Parang
Maybe you
walang
have
gusto
question.
mag-question. Ayan, perfect. RJ, go.
Hi, hello. Good morning here in Philippines.
Good
Hi, ma'am.
morning, sir.
Congratulations again.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, I just have like a sort of a validation because I also taken my IELTS this month, last August 8th, and I had a bad experience with my speaking because my examiner bombarded me with questions which I haven't had the time to answer it fully, especially in part 3. Does it
That's
happen also to you?
Yes, yes, she always cuts me off. Like that's why I was not able to put, connectors in the first of the start of my sentences. Like, I
Mm.
think, or honestly, in my opinion, I was not able to do that. I was just going directly answer like for me, like that, and then answer directly. I cannot put like actually definitely because she always tries to cut me off. That's why. So I tried to squeeze in my answer so that she will be able to hear it and take give me another questions based on my answer.
Yes, I also have that experience also because my examiner, what you mentioned is also for me is also
Mm,
intimidating.
yes, yes, it
Yes.
happened.
Mm. So
It
you just
happened.
have on part 3, you just have to be on the point.
Yes, be on the point and try
Like
to
that.
answer as much as you can, and just don't mind if the examiner tries to cut you off.
Mm. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you po.
Hello, Ma'am Janet.
Hi, Ma'am
Hi, Ma'am
April.
po. Congratulations. Even though we know each other for a very short period of time, you still didn't forget to mention my name. It's just so overwhelming. Thank you.
You're
Ma'am
welcome
Janet, I
po.
want to ask, the day before the exam and also on your examination day, what advice will you give to someone? Tips and
Just
tricks
try to
like that.
relax, guys, because for me my exam date was Sunday and I was off Friday and Saturday, and then the whole day of Friday I was talking and talking and talking, and then at the end of the day at night my jaw got so tense, and I think I suffered from spasm. I was not able to open my mouth completely, and I just mumbled words. I just push it, and my friend says, "Just stop it, don't talk." And then I just continue talking until like 3 a.m. So the next day, I tried to calm down and just talk few times, practice like twice or 3 times that night, and then I was able to come with the swoosh live and also with my coach and sa Niners. So just relax on the day before your exam, and read all your notes. If you happen to write some idioms or some expressions, try to speak clearly and loudly so that the pronunciation will be good as well on the day of your exam. And actually, in the day of my exam, in the morning when I was preparing, I was still also able to practice once with Sir Jeff and the others. So they didn't know that I was taking exam that day and about to leave my house.
Thank you, Ma'am
Yun lang po.
Janet. Congratulations po ulit. God bless.
Thank you po, Ma'am April.
Thank you, April. And as I remembered, what are you wearing during your exam? Because I
Because
said
Sir
it's
Jeff,
really
my
good.
fashion guru, uh, he told me to wear, like makeup and not so bonga, but formal clothes. So I really bought a nice blouse, long sleeve, like silky green, because I think green is a lucky color.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, and then
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Ma'am
There's a
Jeanette, where did you
question.
take your exam, ma'am? I'm
yes,
sorry.
IDP Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. So it's okay because it's open country, right? And no need to wear abaya. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
No need.
Because
It's
for
an
here,
open
here in the Saudi Arabia, we need to really wear abaya, so we don't know how to dress properly because it's only
I
plain
know.
black or different. Thank you,
Yeah,
ma'am.
I just wore pants and blouse and a sandal. It's an
Okay.
open toe sandal, so
Net,
it's fine.
there's one question from chat box. Grace Lynn, Joy Falco. How did you study for writing?
For writing, I didn't study for writing really because I'm
You
so
got
lazy and I cannot squeeze my mind of something to write about. So at the beginning of my review, I just watched some Ito language videos on YouTube and wrote down some uh, patterns on how to answer or how to write the task. So that's why I was able to put it on my wall because I know that I will be having hard time on it, and so I have to put writing task one, intro, overview, paragraph, and what to write, some notes about what should be your intro, what it should be included in your conclusion, things like that. And then I practice on the night before. Oh no, sorry, the day before I answered two sets of writing tasks.
okay.
That's all.
So we just only have less than 10 minutes, guys. If you have question, you can ask now. Okay. May question kayo, guys. Pwede kayo mag-unmute. You can read. Sabi ni Sober, I can't forget one of our speaking practices with Jeaneth. Her most memorable household equipment is rice cooker. Just sharing.
Yes, my rice cooker.
Guys, do you have question? We still have
Thank
time.
you for the rice cooker.
Kung meron kayong clarification, Net, okay, while waiting sa tanong nila, ano yung greatest mong parang inspiration? Ano yung nag-motivate sa'yo?
Pressure
Na-pressure
motivates me
ka?
your scores because you announced it. You announced it the day before my exam. Of course, I felt so pressured, and then the continuous subsequent success stories in our group. So, oh my God, I'm dreaming of my own success stories also one day.
Yeah. And look at you now.
Yeah.
You're doing your own success story.
Yes. Yes.
So, di ba? Mangangarap ka lang and then now, nandiyan ka na.
Yes, I was really expecting my speaking. Like when I received the text message, I really directly look up for the S. So like after like 5 minutes, I was able to see my reading and other scores. So yung speaking lang importante for me kasi I'm ready to retake na. I'm planning to and budget my money for retake.
Okay.
Ma'am Janet, if I may ask po, what is your question po during part 1, part 2, and
About do you work or study, about changes in your work, I think no hometown, is the numbers, what else? I forgot really. Oh, Sir Roots, did you write down all the I told you all my questions. I forgot na, I promise. Like because it's more than like 10
Oo.
questions.
Jeanette, you can read also the chat box.
May tanong ka, do IDP will message you through SMS or? Yeah, SMS. I received it through SMS just now. Yeah, the screenshot that Sir Jeff sent you over the group chat. That's it.
So, do you have other question, guys? If not, I will while wait. CBT, IB.
Racing.
Computer based ba? Computer
Yes,
based.
computer based, and there's only 4 of us who sit down for the other sub test, so that's why maybe the result was so fast. Like only 4 days.
That's why I
Yeah, and
told
then my
you.
speaking happened on the morning of that. And I went to the IDP center very early. My exam schedule was 11:20, and at around 11 or no 10:40, I guess, I was already there. And then the invigilator asked me if I want to go on to the test or to exam. And yeah, I asked if the examiner is ready as well. So I said,
Okay.
yeah, okay.
Net, is it your personal choice to choose IDP and to choose speaking first before the written exam?
My original sched I chose IDP because it's the nearest here. I don't want to spend more money going far. And then for the speaking, it is originally booked on the same day. Then few weeks after, when I check online, it's scheduled on different day, like a day ahead of it. And then like 3 days prior, the secretary from the IDP called me if I want to move it on the same day. So I was very happy about that.
Okay. So other question that just this is just only to inspire other viewers, especially yung at the beginning you really struggled during your practice, especially speaking you're
Yes,
shy and we have
yes,
all
you know that.
errors.
Yes, we had one-on-one, and then I don't really know what to say and what to do, because I don't have really idea on, because I thought speaking is just speaking, but it has patterns and technicalities and how to answer the questions directly IELTS way.
So in talagang practice mo na lang talaga siya at kinapalan mo yung mukha
Practice
mo.
na lang. I just improve, guys. So yun. And then confidence na lang. Yun na lang. And maybe it helped because the candidates after me was Arabics. They're wearing abaya. So maybe it helped. I don't know. Maybe the examiner was like thinking, oh, she's better than this one.
Yeah.
You like that. There's comparison.
That's why.
Yeah, I feel like that
Not
because
being judgmental and racist.
not being judgmental, but the Arabs are not really good at speaking English. They just need it as a requirements for their school,
University.
university. Yeah, so maybe
So yes.
nakachamba lang, guys. Promise, nakachamba lang. Imagine, no big words, no idioms, as in no palamuti.
Kung para sa'yo
Confident.
talaga, para sa'yo.
Yes.
Swertihan din nga.
Swertihan din.
So, ayun. We have question, guys.
Yes, God is so good. I just prayed na Lord, sana makapasa.
I-share mo yung kwento na yun, nagpadasal ka kaya sa family mo. Ever since you're doing that.
Ever since from NCLEX, that's so Jeff. My mother is stuck in Leyte in our province, and we have this small chapel, the Senior San Vicente. So whenever we ask something, for my siblings, for myself, I just ask my mom to go there and light up a candle and offer some offerings or something. So yeah, always
It's very effective.
It's very effective. I prayed for my friends as well, for Sir Jeff. I asked my mom to pray for them. It's very effective. So and then my mom was at the party at the time, and I said, "No, it's afternoon now. You have to go because I have to. I have to sit in the exam by Sunday." because the day off or the patron is every Thursday only. So
Okay.
yun.
So we're just only less than a minute left. So again, Net, pwede kang magpasalamat. It's your last minute to say thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you guys.
How
Thank you
about
sa
yung
lahat
group
ng
pala? Yung
nakikinig.
group, effective ba talaga yung group natin?
Ay, super yung group, super effective. Guys, there's no restriction. Kuha kayo ng exclusive group or make a friends, get a speaking buddy, one-on-one kayo, tatlo kayo, anything, any strategies just to make you speak and improve. You know, kahit ilan kayo dyan, 10, just try to speak and it will really help you. You will improve.
Okay. So, to all guys, thank you so much. Jeaneth, thank you so much for spending your
Thank
time, and also the
you.
viewers. I hope na-inspired kayo, and always dream na kayo naman yung next na success story because it will
Yes.
happen. Okay,
Yes.
so
Don't worry, guys. If we have time, I will just come to Zoom and give my comments sometimes.
okay. Yes.
I will not leave.
Yes, admin siya doon. Okay, thank you so much guys. Have a good
Thank
night
you, guys.
and stay
Bye-bye.
safe. Bye. Congratulate nyo na siya.
Bye.
Unmute. Okay. Bye.